I am Pharaoh.
I am Moses.
I'm willing to bargain.
I am not.
I am the sun, the moon, the Nile. I rule in this kingdom, and I rule in the life after death. If this man enters the palace again, he is to be killed. Instantly.
When the sons of men had multiplied in those days, beautiful and comely daughters were born to them. And the watchers, the sons of heaven, saw them and desired them. And they said to one another, Come, let us choose for ourselves wives from the daughters of men, and let us beget children for ourselves. And Shemahazah, their chief, said to them, I fear that you will not want to do this deed, and I alone shall be guilty of a great sin. And they all answered him and said, Let us all swear an oath, and let us all bind one another with a curse, that none of us turn back from this counsel until we fulfill it and do this deed. Then they all swore together and bound one another with a curse. And they were, all of them, 200, who descended in the days of Jared onto the peak of Mount Haran. And they called the mountain Hermon, because they swore and bound one another with a curse on it. These and all the others with them took for themselves wives from among them such as they chose, and they began to go into them and to defile themselves through them, and to teach them sorcery and charms, and to reveal to them the cutting of roots and plants. And they conceived from them and bore to them great giants, and the giants begot Nephilim, and to the Nephilim were born Eliod, and they were growing in accordance with their greatness. They were devouring the labor of all the sons of men, and men were not able to supply them. And the giants began to kill men and to devour them. And they began to sin against the birds and beasts, and creeping things and the fish, and to devour one another's flesh. And they drank the blood. Then the earth brought accusation against the lawless ones. The secrets the watchers reveal. Azazel taught men to make swords of iron, and weapons, and shields, and breastplates, and every instrument of war. He showed them metals of the earth, and how they should work gold to fashion it suitably, and concerning silver, to fashion it for bracelets and ornaments for women. And he showed them concerning antimony, and eye paint, and all manner of precious stones and dyes. And the sons of men made them for themselves and for their daughters, and they transgressed and led the holy ones astray. And there was much godlessness on the earth, and they made their ways desolate. Shemahazah taught spells and the curing of roots. Hermani taught sorcery for the loosing of spells and magic and skills. Baraquel taught the signs of the lightning flashes. Kokabel taught the signs of the stars. Zequel taught the signs of the shooting stars. Artaquaph taught the signs of the earth. Shamsiel taught the signs of the sun. Sariel taught the signs of the moon. And they all began to reveal mysteries to their wives and to their children. And as men were perishing, the cries went up to heaven. The intercession of the four archangels. Then Michael and Sariel and Raphael and Gabriel looked down from the sanctuary of heaven upon the earth, and saw much bloodshed on the earth. All the earth was filled with the godlessness and violence that had befallen it. And entering in, they said to one another, The earth, devoid of inhabitants, raises the voice of their cries to the gates of heaven. And now to us, the holy ones of heaven, the souls of men make suit, saying, Bring in our judgment to the Most High, and our destruction before the glory of the Majesty, before the Lord of all lords in majesty. And approaching, they said to the lords of the ages, You are the God of gods, and the Lord of lords, and King of kings, and God of the ages. And the throne of your glory exists for every generation of the generations that are from old. And your name is holy and great and blessed for all the ages. For you have made all things and have authority over all, and all things are manifest and uncovered before you. And you see what Azazel has done, who has taught all iniquity on the earth, and has revealed the eternal mysteries that are in heaven, which the sons of men were striving to learn. And what Shemaziah has done, to whom you gave authority to rule over them who are with him. They have gone into the daughters of men of earth, and they have lain with them, and have defiled themselves with the women. And they have revealed to them all sins, and have taught them to make hate-inducing charms. And now look, the daughters of men have borne sons from them, giants, half-breeds. And the blood of men is shed on the earth, and the whole earth is filled with iniquity. And now look, the spirits of the souls of the men who have died make suit, and their groan has come up to the gates of heaven, and it does not cease to come forth from the presence of the iniquities that have come upon the earth. You know all things before they happen, and you see these things, and you permit them, and you do not tell us what we ought to do with them regarding those things. The commissioning of the 4 archangels. Sariel commissioned to instruct Noah. Then the Most High declared, and the great Holy One spoke, and he sent Sariel to the son of Lamech, saying, Go to Noah, and say to him in my name, Hide yourself, and reveal to him that the end is coming, that the whole earth will perish. And tell him that a deluge is about to come on the whole earth, and destroy everything on the earth. Teach the righteous one what he should do, the son of Lamech how he may preserve himself alive and escape forever. From him a plant will be planted, and his seed will endure for all the generations of eternity. Raphael commissioned to imprison Azazel. To Raphael he said, Go, Raphael, and bind Azazel hand and foot, and cast him into the darkness, and make an opening in the wilderness that is in Dudael. Throw him in there, and lay beneath him sharp and jagged stones, and cover him with darkness, and let him dwell there for an exceedingly long time. Cover up his face, and let him not see the light, and on the day of the great judgment he will be led away to the burning conflagration. And heal the earth, which the watchers have desolated, and announce the healing of the earth, that the plague may be healed, and all the sons of men may not perish because of the mystery that the watchers told and taught their sons. And all the earth was made desolate by the deeds of the teaching of Azazel, and over him write all the sins. Gabriel commissioned to destroy the giants. And to Gabriel he said, Go, Gabriel, to the bastards, to the half-breeds, to the sons of miscegenation, and destroy the sons of the watchers from among the sons of men. Send them against one another in war of destruction. Length of days they will not have, and no petition will be granted to their fathers in their behalf, that they should expect to live an everlasting life, nor even that each of them should live 500 years. Michael commissioned to imprison Shemahazah and his associates and to destroy the giants. And to Michael he said, Go, Michael, bind Shemahazah and the others with him, who have mated with the daughters of men, so that they were defiled by them in their uncleanness. And when their sons perish, and they see the destruction of their beloved ones, bind them for 70 generations in the valleys of the earth, until the day of their judgment and consummation, until the everlasting judgment is consummated. Then they will be led away to the fiery abyss, and to the torture, and to the prison where they will be confined forever. And everyone who is condemned and destroyed henceforth will be bound together with them until the consummation of their generation. And at that time of the judgment which I shall judge, they will perish for all generations. Destroy all the spirits of the half-breeds and the sons of the watchers, because they have wronged men. Michael is to renovate the earth. Destroy all perversity from the face of the earth, and let every wicked deed be gone. And let the plant of righteousness and truth appear, and it will become a blessing. And the deeds of righteousness and truth will be planted forever with joy. And now all the righteous will escape, and they will live until they beget thousands, and all the days of their youth and their old age will be completed in peace. Then all the earth will be tilled in righteousness, and all of it will be planted with trees and filled with blessing. And all the trees of joy will be planted on it. They will plant vines on it, and every vine that will be planted on it will yield 1,000 jugs of wine. And of every seed that is sown on it, each measure will yield 1,000 measures, and each measure of olives will yield 10 baths of oil. Cleanse the earth from all impurity, and from all wrong, and from all lawlessness, and from all sin, and godlessness, and all impurities that have come upon the earth, remove. And all the sons of men will become righteous, and all the peoples will worship me, and all will bless me and prostrate themselves. And all the earth will be cleansed from all defilement and from all uncleanness, and I shall not again send upon them any wrath or scourge for all the generations of eternity. Then I shall open up the storehouses of blessing that are in heaven, and make them descend upon the earth, upon the works and the labors of the sons of men. And then truth and peace will be united together for all the days of eternity, and for all the generations of humanity.